Well, let's get some more detail now on this particular story. Joining me in studio is Newzroom Afrika's Ziniko Mhlaba, who was covering that court case for us. Ziniko, good evening to you. It's a very upsetting story, and you can't help but feel for the family of these two young women. They were cousins, and the other person who remains in hospital, I understand, is also related to the family. But before we get to all of that, he has chosen, this is now Tebogo Mnisi, the accused, he's chosen to abandon bail. Talk to us about why that decision, but also importantly, have the police established what the motive for this was?
So in terms of the second question, only no motive has been clearly received from police in terms of what could have caused him, to take such drastic and brutal action against these two young women, as you said, who were cousins, basically. These are the ladies who grew up together. Their mothers are sisters, so these are the people who seemed like twins, because if, according to some people who are closer to them, these girls would wear the similar clothes, matching colors. They will go to the same entertainment spot as well. But in terms of their hustle as well, as these are the people who are also trying to make living by doing hair and nails and stuff like that, they work together in almost everything that they involve themselves in. And we understand now that the suspect was a boyfriend to one of these two ladies. And of course, last week, just on Monday, when we spoke to the mother, she did say that, well, I do have someone in mind whom I am suspecting, because my daughter has been telling me that she has been in an abusive relationship. However, there was nothing that the mother could do. So when we told her that, well, look, Mama, there is someone who has been arrested right now. How do you feel? Do you have any ideas or suspicions? She said, yes, I do have a person that I think might be the one who's arrested. However, I cannot confirm until he appears in court. So he appeared in court, and it was the very same gentleman the mother was referring to, saying that this is the person who was very close to my daughter, this is the person that I know, and absolutely there was nothing that I could have done to save my daughter. So that's the reality these parents now have to come to terms with, in terms of what is it that they could have done to really protect their children. And the very same mother of Tshiamo specifically said that I was with Tshiamo the previous Friday, and 2 days after, I get news that I must rush to Mamelodi Extension 17 because my daughter had been shot.
And so at this stage, we don't know the motive. The prosecuting authority, they are giving assurances that they're going to do their best to ensure that this case is basically open and shut. What does that mean in terms of their work? How convinced are they that they have the right person in the dock?
After the bodies were discovered, Gauteng police put together provincial units, not just police units that are located in the Mamelodi district. They brought in officials from the provincial level. Those are people who are dealing with serious crimes such as murder and violence. So because this incident took place on a Sunday morning, on Monday, they had arrested a suspect who was found or arrested at a filling station in Mamelodi. So you could tell by that time frame that, police really did their best. But we must also say that family members and some members of the community contributed a lot in terms of ensuring that a suspect was arrested. Because
the understanding is that even his face had been circulated on social media.
Not just his face, the name as well. And there were some people actually said that this person had pursued me before. And there was one girl who had posted on social media a video of Tebogo Mnisi, approaching him. And she said that because I was uncomfortable, I decided to take a video, and that video is still on social media. And when I looked at that video, when I saw the gentleman coming out from the ground at the courtroom, it was him. So a lot of people said that we know him. He had done similar incidents, similar patterns towards them. However, they survived because one lady specifically took a video of him. So even a lot of people were in court saying that we know that this is Tebogo Mnisi. Apparently, he disappeared after Sunday. He was not at home. He could not be reached on the phone. And it was only on Monday when police then pounced on him at a filling station. So it was just today a matter of confirming his identity. However, committee members were saying that, well, we would know him. And that might have led to the question they're asking me about what could be the reason why he decided not to apply for bail, because he had that option to come to court with the bail application. However, he said, no, I'm good, and is also using a state lawyer from Legal Aid. And there was one gentleman, if I can just bring that in, who spoke to me on the sidelines. He just approached me and said, hey, Mhlagazi, this is the situation here. I got a call that my services might be needed here to represent the accused. However, I had to excuse myself because I am residing in the VSA Mamelodi. So there is no way that I can find myself in that situation. And that was confirmed by the fact that then Tebogo Mnisi said he's going to use a state lawyer.
Ziniko Mhlaba, thank you very much. And we know that that case is now going to go back to court on the 19th of January 2026. Yeah. Thank you very much. So he will remain in custody up until, I guess, that next stage of the court case.